Hello friends, welcome to YR Today. On this channel, we regularly share the latest news and spoilers from American TV shows. So, let's get into today's important update. YNR's Michelle Stafford on how this daytime Emmy tradition began. The young and the restless star Michelle Stafford has a lot of prepping to do for the 2025 Daytime Emmys. She's once again nominated for lead actress and has a shot at scoring back-to-back wins. But before the big night, she and the other nominees will participate in a special tradition. Ladies' Luncheon. The lead actress luncheon has become a time-honored tradition. Days before the Daytime Emmys, the nominees and last year's winner gather for lunch and girl chat. This year's nominees include Stafford, her YNR co-stars Eileen Davidson, Sharon Case, Melissa Claire Egan, and General Hospital actresses Nancy Lee Grahn and Laura Wright. Since Stafford was last year's winner, she has the honor of hosting and paying for this year's meal. The lead actress luncheon has become a special ritual for the nominees, and Stafford was there when it all started. In an interview with TV Insider, the actress recalled how the bold and the beautiful star Susan Flannery began the tradition in 2005. That year, there were 8 nominees, including Stafford, Flannery, and Grahn. The ladies met at a New York restaurant for lunch, where Flannery footed the bill. We were at lunch for like 4 hours. And it was really fun, and this was in New York, and Susan Flannery went and paid the bill without us knowing it. She said, "It's taken care of. I did it." Stafford and the rest of the ladies were touched by Flannery's kind gesture. When the women insisted on chipping in, Flannery came up with a solution. She said, "You know what? Whoever wins tomorrow, you're paying next year," Stafford recalled. That year, former One Life to Live actress Erica Slezak would take home the award. Erica won, and she got up on stage and says, "All right, I guess I'm paying next year." And it just continued on, which is really cool. The 2025 luncheon. For this year's luncheon, Stafford decided to include the supporting actress nominees. Her YNR co-stars Courtney Hope and Susan Walters were in attendance for the get-together. Unfortunately, the other nominees Lindsay Godfrey, Emily O'Brien, and Kate Monsey couldn't make it. Despite the absence of many guests, it was a fun time for the ladies. And the October 17th awards show will be another memorable night for all the nominees. One lucky lady will walk out with the lead actress trophy and have the honor of paying for next year's luncheon. YNR's Michelle Stafford on how this Daytime Emmy tradition began. For fans of daytime television, the Daytime Emmy Awards represent the pinnacle of recognition, a moment where the countless hours spent in front of cameras, under hot lights, and behind complex scripts are celebrated in a grand, glittering showcase. For Michelle Stafford, the Emmy-winning actress best known for her long-running portrayal of Phyllis Summers on The Young and the Restless, the Daytime Emmys are more than just an annual ceremony. They are a living testament to the dedication, artistry, and camaraderie that define daytime drama. In a recent candid conversation, Stafford opened up about her personal experiences with the Daytime Emmys, sharing not only her own journey to recognition but also the fascinating history and enduring traditions that have shaped the awards show into the cultural institution it is today. Stafford's story begins in the bustling halls of the CBS studios in Los Angeles, where she first joined the YNR family. From her initial days as a recurring character to her eventual ascension as one of the show's most compelling and dynamic leads, Stafford witnessed firsthand the intense demands of daytime acting, a profession that requires rapid memorization, emotional versatility, and the ability to sustain long, intricate story arcs. Despite the grueling pace, she recalls the supportive atmosphere among cast and crew, an environment that would later become central to the Emmy tradition she would come to know and cherish. Daytime TV is unique, Stafford explains. It's fast, it's intense, but it's also incredibly collaborative. The Daytime Emmys aren't just about individual recognition, they honor the collective effort of everyone who makes these stories come alive. According to Stafford, one of the most intriguing aspects of the Daytime Emmys is how its traditions originated from humble beginnings. The awards were first established in 1974 by the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences to specifically honor daytime programming, which had been largely overlooked by other awards shows. The creation of the Emmys was driven by a desire to celebrate the creativity, hard work, and cultural impact of shows that reached millions of viewers during morning and afternoon hours, a demographic that networks had historically underestimated. Stafford emphasizes that this origin story resonates deeply with actors like herself. It was about giving us a voice, about acknowledging that the work we do matters just as much as primetime television or feature films. That mission still drives the Emmys today. Stafford vividly remembers her first experience attending the Daytime Emmy Awards. The glamour of the red carpet, the excitement of seeing colleagues honored for their craft, and the palpable sense of history created an indelible impression. She recalls watching veteran actors, some of whom had become household names, receive recognition not just for their performances but for the legacies they were building in daytime television. Seeing legends like Susan Lucci and Erica Slezak in those early years was inspiring, Stafford recounts. They showed us what was possible and set a standard that continues to motivate every actor walking through those doors. The tradition of celebrating daytime excellence also extends beyond individual accolades, Stafford notes. Over the years, the Daytime Emmys have cultivated rituals and practices that honor the wider community of professionals who contribute to the success of daytime television. These include acknowledgments of directors, writers, editors, and production teams whose behind-the-scenes work often goes unnoticed. Stafford highlights that these elements of the ceremony are crucial in maintaining a culture of respect and appreciation within the industry. It's easy to focus on the actors in the spotlight, but the magic of daytime TV happens because of the countless people working tirelessly behind the camera. The Emmys recognize that, and it's something I deeply value. Stafford also reflects on how the Daytime Emmys have evolved to adapt to changes in the television landscape. From the early days of black and white broadcasts to the era of high-definition filming and digital streaming, the awards have remained relevant by embracing innovation while staying true to their foundational mission. Stafford notes that the criteria for nominations, the categories, and the judging processes have been refined over the years to reflect both artistic excellence and audience engagement. This balance, she explains, is what keeps the Emmys respected within the industry and cherished by viewers. Daytime TV is always changing, but the Emmys have managed to honor that evolution while keeping the spirit of recognition alive. It's a delicate balance, and they've done it beautifully. In her discussion, Stafford doesn't shy away from the challenges actors face in pursuing Emmy recognition. Unlike other awards, where campaigns and publicity can play a significant role, the Daytime Emmys often prioritize performance quality, consistency, and audience impact. Stafford shares that during her own journey to winning, there were moments of doubt, intense competition, and the emotional roller coaster of navigating storylines that demanded everything from vulnerability to villainy. Winning an Emmy isn't just about delivering a great performance in one episode, she explains. It's about showing growth, depth, and commitment over months of shooting. Every scene counts, and every moment contributes to the bigger picture. Another fascinating aspect Stafford shares is the camaraderie and network building that occurs at the awards themselves. Unlike other ceremonies where the focus can be purely on glamour or publicity, the Daytime Emmys foster a sense of community among actors, writers, producers, and fans. Stafford recounts anecdotes of meeting industry veterans who offered mentorship, discovering shared experiences with co-stars, and even engaging in playful rivalries that added an extra layer of excitement to the event. The Emmys are as much about celebration as they are about connection, she notes. You see people supporting one another, sharing stories, and acknowledging the journey that brought them there. It's an incredibly heartwarming experience. Stafford also delves into the cultural significance of the Daytime Emmys, emphasizing that these awards have historically played a role in elevating public awareness of social issues through storytelling. Daytime dramas often tackle complex, real-world topics such as addiction, mental health, family dynamics, and social justice. By recognizing excellence in portraying these narratives, the Emmys indirectly spotlight the societal impact of daytime television. Stafford recalls storylines she was personally involved in that sparked national conversations, underscoring the idea that daytime dramas are not only entertainment but a form of cultural commentary. The awards remind us that what we do on screen matters, she says. It's not just acting, it's storytelling that can touch lives, provoke thought, and inspire change. In reflecting on the tradition itself, Stafford explains that certain rituals, from the presentation of the statuette to the ceremonial speeches, have been carefully maintained to honor the history of the awards. She points out that even small details, such as the timing of acceptance speeches or the design of the award, carry symbolic weight. Each element has been thoughtfully crafted to connect past, present, and future generations of daytime professionals. There's a sense of continuity in the ceremony, Stafford observes. When you hold that Emmy, you're part of a lineage, a community that has grown and evolved over decades. It's humbling and empowering at the same time. Stafford also sheds light on the evolving role of audience engagement in the daytime Emmys. With the rise of social media, fans have become more than passive viewers, they actively participate in celebrating nominees, sharing reactions, and creating discussions around performances. Stafford views this as a positive evolution, noting that the energy and feedback from viewers enhance the significance of the awards. The audience is a huge part of why we do what we do, she explains. Their passion keeps these shows alive, and the Emmys are a way to honor not just the performers but the fans who invest so much in these stories. As the conversation moves toward the future of the daytime Emmys, Stafford expresses hope that the awards will continue to adapt, innovate, and recognize emerging talent while maintaining the rich traditions that have defined them for nearly 5 decades. She emphasizes mentorship, diversity, and inclusion as key areas where the awards can have a lasting impact. I hope we continue to inspire new generations of actors and creators, Stafford says. The Emmys aren't just about honoring the past, they're about shaping the future of daytime television. In conclusion, Michelle Stafford's insights offer a rare glimpse into the inner workings, history, and cultural importance of the Daytime Emmy Awards. From their modest origins in the 1970s to their current status as a celebrated institution, the Emmys remain a symbol of dedication, artistry, and collaboration. For Stafford, the awards are more than accolades, they are a testament to the collective effort, perseverance, and passion of everyone involved in daytime television. As she reflects on her own journey, the lessons she has learned, and the traditions she has witnessed, it becomes clear that the Daytime Emmys are not merely a ceremony, they are a living, breathing legacy that continues to honor the heart and soul of daytime storytelling. The story of the Daytime Emmys, as told through Michelle Stafford's experiences, is ultimately a story about resilience, community, and the enduring magic of television that captivates millions every day. Her reflections remind us that behind every dramatic plot twist, every heartfelt scene, and every iconic moment on shows like The Young and the Restless, there is an army of talented individuals whose dedication deserves recognition. Through her words, the tradition of the Daytime Emmys is brought to life, offering both fans and fellow professionals an intimate understanding of why these awards remain a cherished cornerstone of the entertainment industry and a source of inspiration for generations to come. Michelle Stafford's journey with the Daytime Emmys is inseparable from her enduring connection to The Young and the Restless. Her role as Phyllis Summers has become one of the most celebrated and complex characters in daytime television history, a performance that has earned her multiple nominations and wins. But Stafford emphasizes that her approach to awards was never about vanity or personal recognition, it was always about honoring the story, the craft, and the people she shares the screen with. When I first joined YNR, I was focused on doing justice to Phyllis, Stafford explains. Winning an Emmy was secondary. The real reward came from connecting with viewers, making them laugh, cry, and feel something real. Her first Daytime Emmy nomination was a turning point, marking both professional acknowledgement and a deeper connection to the larger daytime community. Stafford recalls the anticipation of waiting for the nominees to be announced, the thrill of seeing her peers recognized, and the nervous excitement of preparing a speech that would reflect her gratitude while capturing the essence of her character. It's funny, the awards are about performance, but the moments leading up to them are about human emotion, anxiety, joy, humility, and a deep appreciation for everyone who made that performance possible. One tradition Stafford particularly cherishes is the behind-the-scenes camaraderie among nominees. In the days leading up to the ceremony, actors often gather for rehearsal dinners, photo sessions, and press interviews, fostering a sense of community that is rare in such a competitive industry. Even though everyone is technically competing, there's a lot of support, Stafford notes. We celebrate each other's achievements, swap stories, and share advice. That sense of solidarity is really special and is one of the reasons the daytime Emmys have such a warm, authentic atmosphere. Stafford also dives into how the awards have historically spotlighted landmark storylines in daytime drama. She cites classic arcs that tackled issues such as adoption, mental illness, and social justice, which were groundbreaking at the time. The daytime Emmys have always had a tradition of recognizing performances that elevate these narratives, pushing the medium beyond mere entertainment. There's a responsibility in daytime television, Stafford says. When you're portraying real issues, the audience connects in profound ways. The Emmys honor not just the acting but the impact of these stories on real people's lives. Throughout her years at YNR, Stafford has seen the daytime Emmys evolve in both scale and scope. Early ceremonies were relatively intimate, with a focus on honoring actors and key creative roles. Over time, the event grew into a major televised spectacle, with red carpets, celebrity hosts, musical performances, and an increased media presence. Stafford reflects on how this evolution has added glamour and visibility but insists the core mission has remained the same, celebrating the artistry and dedication of the daytime community. It's wonderful to see the show grow, but at its heart, the Emmys are still about honoring craft, she explains. It's the same spirit that motivated the awards in the 1970s, just presented with a modern flair. A memorable anecdote Stafford shares involves the day she finally won a Daytime Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress. She recalls the overwhelming sense of validation, but more importantly, the acknowledgement it represented for all her co-stars, writers, directors, and crew who contributed to her performance. It was a proud moment, but I felt like I was holding that Emmy for the entire YNR family, Stafford remembers. Every line I delivered, every scene I filmed, it was a shared victory. That's the beauty of daytime television, it's about collaboration, and the Emmys recognize that. Stafford also highlights a little-known tradition of the awards, the practice of honoring long-term contributions to the industry with special recognition, lifetime achievement awards, and humanitarian honors. These ceremonies celebrate actors and creators whose influence transcends individual performances, recognizing their role in shaping the landscape of daytime television. Stafford points out that seeing legends like Susan Lucci receive lifetime awards early in her career reinforced the importance of perseverance, consistency, and dedication. Those moments remind you that daytime TV is a marathon, not a sprint, she says. It's about leaving a legacy, and the Emmys have always been the platform to celebrate that. The actress goes on to discuss the international impact of the daytime Emmys. While primarily focused on U.S. television, the awards have inspired similar ceremonies abroad and helped bring global attention to American daytime dramas. For actors like Stafford, this international recognition underscores the far-reaching influence of their work. It's incredible to hear from fans in Europe, Asia, and South America who connect with Phyllis Summers or other characters, Stafford explains. The Emmys help highlight that daytime TV is not just a local phenomenon, it's a worldwide language of storytelling. Stafford also reflects on how the daytime Emmys adapt to shifts in audience engagement and technology. With streaming services, social media, and on-demand viewing, daytime shows have reached broader, more diverse audiences than ever before. The awards have evolved to recognize digital-first content, web series, and innovative programming, demonstrating a willingness to embrace new platforms while honoring traditional daytime drama. Change is constant, Stafford notes, and the Emmys have done a remarkable job of evolving without losing sight of their original purpose. She shares a personal story of attending a ceremony where nominees were encouraged to interact with fans via social media, creating a unique bridge between performers and viewers. Stafford recalls the excitement of reading fan reactions in real time, many of whom were watching her performance unfold daily on screen. "It was thrilling and humbling," she says. "It's one thing to perform for the cameras, it's another to feel the immediate response of an audience who cares deeply about the characters you portray." Stafford also takes a moment to discuss the emotional labor involved in portraying complex characters, particularly those with morally ambiguous arcs like Phyllis Summers. She explains that the daytime Emmys recognize the depth, nuance, and consistency required to sustain these performances over months or years. Daytime acting is unique because you often have to navigate multiple emotional arcs in a single episode, Stafford says. The Emmys honor that versatility and endurance, which is essential in a fast-paced environment where the story never stops. She notes that another enduring tradition of the awards is the emphasis on mentorship and community building. Many winners, including Stafford herself, take on informal mentorship roles, offering guidance to emerging talent and sharing insights on navigating the industry. Stafford emphasizes that this tradition fosters a supportive ecosystem, ensuring that daytime television continues to attract, nurture, and retain exceptional performers and creators. "We all started somewhere, and the guidance we receive can shape careers," she reflects. The Emmys highlight that mentorship is not just valued, it's celebrated. Stafford also discusses the importance of celebrating female talent in daytime television, noting that women have historically played central roles both in front of and behind the camera. The daytime Emmys have consistently recognized groundbreaking female performances, which Stafford sees as vital for inspiring future generations. Daytime TV has always offered rich, complex roles for women, she says. The Emmys ensure that these performances don't go unnoticed and continue to set a standard for excellence. As the conversation turns to the future, Stafford expresses hope that the daytime Emmys will continue to expand its inclusivity and representation while maintaining its core traditions. She believes the awards can play a crucial role in shaping industry standards, highlighting emerging trends, and fostering innovation while celebrating the timeless appeal of daytime storytelling. The Emmys are more than awards, they're a reflection of the evolving culture of television, she notes. They honor the past, celebrate the present, and inspire the future.